Hi. Hi. How you bums? How are you doing? Good evening. I don't think I'm going to edit for very long tonight. I'm just going to do as much as I can before midnight. Probably before that, honestly, because I was just talking to my sponsor, Nord. Love you, Nord, and they are giving me an extension, so I now have all of August to make this Kuma video. Because I was really worried. I was meant to get it out this month. It's clearly not happening. So I said to my sponsor, "Oh my god, can you give me August?" And they said, "We can give you August." So I'm now not on a time crunch with this, and I'm not as stressed. Yeah, I'm sorry, Bertha. I made it more exciting. Alright, let's put on music and let's get to work. And you know what? You know what? I might stream some Rivals. Here. I might stream some playing Marvel Rivals if I feel like it. Because I want to play. Gaming! La 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 la. So, Bod, you're welcome. I'm glad my videos make you cry. The best comments I get are, your videos made me like see the more emotional aspect of One Piece. That's exactly what I want to hear. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, dang. How's my phone case? Click! That's going in my cringe compilation. Remember when that was a thing? By the way, I know what the kids are saying now, because we were talking about, like, what are the kids saying? Because Sigma, Riz, Ohio, that's like going out of fashion, right? They're not saying that as much anymore. Now they're saying, stick your finger in your ass twin. Or stick your finger up your ass twin. That's what they're saying now. What are they saying? Put your finger in your... Dig your finger in your ass twin. Is that what it is? That's what they're saying now. That's what's hip. Dig into your ass twin? Start digging in your butt twin. Thank you. That's what they're saying. I was trying to desperately remember. Start digging in your butt twin. I don't actually know what that means. But I see it and I giggle when I see it. They're also saying... Siabu? Like, shut your ass... Sibo? Shut your bum ass up? Is that what it means? Shut your bitch ass up. Oh, it's bitch. That's so much ruder. Bum's funny. Shut your bum ass up. This is like... when I think SMH means so much hate. And I swear back in the day it was both. It was both so much hate and shaking my head. I still read it as so much hate. I never read it as shaking my head. I'm gonna keep reading that as shut your bum ass up, not shut your bitch ass up. My hair's not red! It's just the lighting! It's pink, it's pink! I'm not gaslighting. Look at my Instagram. And I know I'm not gaslighting because I've been using the exact same like hair color formula for like 2 years. It has not changed. The name of this color is even rose pink. Look at my Instagram. That's what it looks like. It's just the lighting. When I get my hair cut, they dye it for me because on my roots I do a non-bleach dye that makes this area a little bit more pinkish, darky pinkish. And then they do the rest of my hair at that point. But for the rest of the month, I just do it by myself at home. And I love doing it at home because technology is incredible. It's amazing how things evolve. I don't have to use like any brush or anything or have to like layer by layer it. It's just like a conditioner that I just rub all in my hair and I leave it there for like 30 minutes and then I wash it out and I get this lovely color. Looks pink from this side, doesn't it? It's pink. It's just the coloring. It's just the lighting. Ugh, ew. What brand is the dye? I've showed it off before. But I'll find it again. It's this. See? Pink Rose Rosa. It's pink! Revlon, this is what I use. You just like put it all in your hair and then you leave it in and you don't have to do anything. Just make sure you slather your hair up. It's that simple. You know, at this point it would just be easier for me to do this on my own. It's not like there's much to fill in. Oda had a chronic case of yaoi hand when I was first making One Piece. He still kind of does. His hands look huge sometimes. Applesauce, what do you mean? Curly hair looks beautiful when it's dyed. Don't piss me off. Oops. Yaoi hands can be round too. I've seen plenty of round yaoi hands in my time. Fuck. I can't like see what I'm meant to do here. Up, I think. This music makes me feel like I'm trapping you guys in an elevator. Like we're trapped together in an elevator and I'm bothering you. I'm like, well, we're stuck. Might as well talk. So do you like Sanji? Oh. You don't like Sanji? Good thing we're stuck in this elevator so I can convince you to like Sanji. Whatever that will do. No one's paying that much attention. You like Sanji, but not as much as me. Keep it that way. I don't want to have to go after you. You know, say what you want about Windows and Windows 11, because I hate like minimalism, right? And all like technology and apps keep trying to be like minimalist. So a lot of their app logos and icons and programs will just become like flat. You know what I mean? Like flat colors and flat design and everything. Just say what you want about Windows and Windows 11. But I'm looking at their new Windows logo now, and while I don't like that it's just all blue, I liked when it was colorful. There's still some shading in it, and there's still some shadow in it. And that's special. Because it's one step more than minimalist. All blue. Bro, they fixed the water cooler on floor 7. What they really need to fix is the microwave on floor 4. Because, like, I have to use that microwave. I'm on floor 5, right? We don't have a microwave on floor 5. Floor 4's microwave broke. And they're not fixing it. It's been like 2 weeks. We have like 3 water coolers on every floor. We didn't need the water cooler on floor 7 to be fixed. Because I don't want to go up to floor 6 and use their microwave. There's a line. There's a reason. Like, we all have to share, like, a microwave with a different floor. So what the hell? If I go down to floor 2, not only am I going down more floors, by the time I go back up to floor 5, my food will be cold. And I don't fucking know anyone on floor 2. I'm nowhere near them. And I'll make a line will happen again because the people on floor 1 use floor 2's microwave. What the fuck am I meant to do? Do-do-do. Hi. Are you liking Orb? Because dear God, is that anime fucking crazy. It's definitely one of the best things I've ever watched. Orb Movements of the Earth. Orb on the Movements of the Earth. It's a 25 episode anime and it's really good. Like, it's not just good anime wise, it's a really good series by itself. Because again, I hate going, it's a good anime. I prefer to just say it's a good series. Because I don't like categorizing anime outside of like other things. I was hooked by episode 1 of this kid thinking he was like a fucking smart aleck. And then gaining like, whoa, perspective of the world. I am not willingly showing you Doffy. I just have to edit and Doffy's part of this. Do not be fooled. I never want to willingly show you Doffy. I'm so sorry you had to see a lot of Doffy lately. I really do apologize for that. You thought I had a crush on Oh, ew, ew! You thought I had a crush on That is disgusting. Oh, ew, guys! A crush. Ew! A crush on that thing? I don't think so. What is that audio that goes me 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 me? Yes, I know I had this. Beep, 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 beep. No idea. Hi, Zim. No idea what it's originally from. Don't you crash on me! Okay, good. The frame by frame is cracking me up. Now where's his laugh? There it is. Yippee, thank you. Shelving by the curtains? That's my cat's window ledge. That's for bobbing! But she doesn't always sit there. Bobbing doesn't like it when I stream. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bobbing's doing well. She's currently sleeping out on the couch. Does she have trauma from falling off? Maybe she does. She did sit there today, to be fair, but that's when the sun was out. Doesn't look as funny as I wanted it to. Beauty shot? You know, I don't use that. God, I hate this man. You know what fucking sucks? Doffy's probably my favorite antagonist in anything ever. I really can't think of another antagonist I like as much as Doffy. I just think he's absolutely great as a villain. What lens effect? I use magic bullet. I piss and poo. It's magic bullet. Do you use magic bullet? Do you know what that is? So here, look. I'll go to magic bullet. Oh wait, I can't copy that one. No, let me just get a photo. We'll use this one. So we'll take that, we go to magic bullet. We use default magic bullet. There you go, magic bullet effect, edit. And then you go to, you can't see it, but it says stylized. There's like multiple different ones on the top here, which you cannot see. But it says stylized, I press on stylize, and then there's fisheye. And there you go, and then you can mess around. Can't move it though, it's a very limited fisheye effect. So usually if you do want a fisheye effect, Sony Vegas has its own fisheye effect, unless I'm thinking of Sapphire. Fish. Give him. Oh, look at that! Oons, oons. Move him up there. And there you go, go to warp fisheye and you can get this cool little lens effect. Anyway. Multiple ways. You don't have magic bullet? I can't remember if I got magic bullet with this Sony Vegas or if I totally legally downloaded it. Because magic bullet saves my life. The presets that you get in magic bullet, I have so many saved just to use. Like, whoa! Apple! Whoa, anyway. Dun, 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 dun. Having an insomniac night? Do some star jumps. I don't know. Do a cartwheel. Vegas Pro Flow? No, I have not. I don't know what that is. It gives you an animation curve to mess with for pan crop motions. Fuck. Oh, that sounds good. Vegas Pro Flow. Is that a plugin? Because here's the thing. I do like other editing programs. I just don't know how to use them very well. Like After Effects is really good. However, After Effects is not good for long-term editing like Vegas would be. And then you've got DaVinci Resolve, which is good, but I fucking hate like the subscription systems. And a lot of people don't use Vegas anymore because they think the UI is kind of bad, or like the coding and programming is kind of bad. But I'm loyal to them. I fuck with them heavy. It's an extension. I think that's a plugin. Anyway, I really fuck with them because they've never ever ever updated their model to ever be subscription based, and they are consistently updating things and changing things to make things more advanced in their editing software. I fuck with them big time. I think they're not scummy, so I like them. Vegas Pro Flow. Hang on, I gotta look for this. Oh, you can preset like panning, can you? Wow, that is... Hang on, I'm having a looky-loo. And they give you some presets already? Oh my god, so this isn't like an official thing. This is something that someone's just made? And it tracks? Oh, what the? No, I fuck with that. I have to install that. That would probably help me a lot. Aaron, is that you? Shut the fuck up. Sorry, I was looking at Sony Vegas stuff. Aaron, I got you a delicious little treat. And you're saying this to me. Unbelievable. This is what men do, guys. You buy men a delicious little treat. And they just backstab you. Men, I know, right? You know what I feel so stupid about? I talked about this before. My friend was cracking the fuck up when she watched me like do this because I felt so stupid. When I was cropping things, I, like an idiot, used to do this. Are you ready? I used to do this. So I used to mask it. And then, through the masking, I'd like do this and try and line it up with the center of the screen. Like, You want to know what you can frickin' do instead of being an idiot like me? Ready? Watch this. Are you ready for this? Video effects, you can't see it, but video effects, you go to something called crop in your effects and you go to the top. I felt foolish. I felt foolish. I didn't know there was a crop option in the frickin' effects area. I felt so foolish. Like, this is why my friend was laughing at me. I'd been doing it the masking way for like 2 years. More than that, honestly. And I was like, looking up like, oh, how do you like crop properly? It's an effect in the fucking program. It does it automatically. I felt so foolish, you don't understand. I was like, why did I never know crop was a thing? Oh, it saved my life. can't read. I just can't read. It was really sad. Doctor, it hurts when I do this. Then don't do that. It's just so easy now. You've been doing the same thing, Tandori. Thank you. Oh my god. You gotta do what I do. Go to your crop. Just go to your crop effect. It's that easy. I cannot... I'm glad I wasn't the only one. I knew I wasn't an idiot. I mean, I'm an idiot, but I know I wasn't alone in my idiocy. It's so much better, Tandori, because the mask effect... You know how the mask effect moves when you try and, like, move the image itself? Doesn't do that with cropping. It just stays in its little bubble, in its little square. God, I feel like such a fool. I've been using it for over that low-key. Just embarrassing. Yeah, sure, Lays, go ahead. You do it for a living? You do it for a living and you- I mean, I do it for a living. This is my living. I was about to say, no way, you do it for a living and you use Sony Vegas. You're a dying breed. Bitch, I'm part of that. This is my living. What am I talking about? Because I have a, like, here's the thing with, like, Adobe, as I like to call it. I don't think it's that good. What I think has happened is because Adobe, right, is fucking Apple and Macintosh adjacent, they have paid out, like, Hollywood to use their product for their films. I'm so sure that's what's happened. Because Photoshop is the only good thing they have. Photoshop's the only good thing they have. But I fucking hate Adobe. It is ugly and unfun to use. I don't like it. And I'm like, why does every professional use Adobe? What is going on? This is not the best program to use. Goofy ranked me on Shopper Potential Parent tier list? What do you mean? Me? Me? Wait, I'm screenshotting that and sending that to him and asking, what the fuck did you do? He didn't say shit to me about it. My issue with things like Adobe and After Effects is they're just unfriendly. They're really unfriendly with their interfaces. I'm shocked I'm even like above anyone on that list because I would not be a good parent. I would not be a good parent. But yeah, I'm like so sure it's like a conspiracy to me. I'm so sure that Hollywood has paid out, or Premiere has and Macintosh have paid out Hollywood to use their shit. Because what do you mean? Most people within professional editing jobs are using a Macintosh and editing through Adobe. And it's like, a Macintosh is not the best thing to use as a PC point blank at all. It's such a fucking garbage device. I'm sorry it is. And it's like, how are they not making like their own PC brands and editing with different softwares? Like, I just don't understand why Adobe. It's dog shit. It's dog shit. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Now, why in the world is this taking a billion years to load? La 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 la. La la la. Egg. Egg. my friends slash roommates, they haven't seen that video. So there was like, we were playing games like 3 days ago, and Brittany said, "What does a seal sound like?" And I started going, "Egg, egg," and she had no fucking idea what I was doing. It hurt so bad. It hurt so bad. Egg. The Flamingo Warlords. Whoa! Sorry, Zora, I didn't mean to fling you to Nowheresville. King of Dressrosa and Champion of Evil. Gee, that surely can't mean anything bad. Do you know how fucking devious you have to be called the Champion of Evil? Jesus Christ. Applesauce. Ah! Where are these emotes from? Seals also go ba 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 ba. Have you seen that? Ba 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 ba. They make like disgusting noises. Seals make more noises. They don't just bark. They go egg, egg, and they also go ba 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 ba. Like the those are sea lions. Sea lions go or not seals. How big is this file? Oh, not too big. I'm so cozy right now. I am so cozy. It's unbelievable. Oh yeah, unbelievable how cozy I am right now. Look at my little bow. Oh my god, I'm so cozy. I'm so cozy wozy. Hoodies are fantastic. You all need one. I found out hoodies are exclusively like Australian. They're like Australian made, Australian brand. You guys need to get one. I wish Hoodie like sponsored me as their like Aussie content creator, so I could be like, guys, get an Uzi, an Hoodie. Yuri, what? Hoodie. O-O-D-I-E. They are the most comfortable things ever. Ooh. Ooh. Oodie. O-O-D-I-E. Where did I get it? The official Hoodie store. I'm sure they ship outside Australia. I don't know why they wouldn't. Just the Hoodie. It's the official site. They do more than just hoodies too. They do blankets and shit. They are so comfy cozy. If they don't ship outside Australia, I'm so sorry. You're missing out. I feel like hoodies should be our best export. They're just so cozy. They exist, yippee! They exist in the US, let's go. Glip glop. Have you guys seen that now there's like, we have like little robots like running around wearing clothes? Have you guys seen like people are making up like slurs for robots? It's so fucking unserious. That robot that went— yeah! Thanks, Votukun! It's with the utmost pleasure to be here. What a brilliant and pink time. Let's share love and kindness. Thank you, Votukun. But yeah, they're calling them clankers. And listen, I don't think we're ever going to get actual like AI in our time. I don't think those robots are ever going to think and feel on like a human level by themselves in our time. But it's a slippery slope, I'll tell you that. Oh, it's a Star Wars reference. I didn't know that. The clones of Star Wars would call the droids clankers. Damn, Star Wars contributed to a fake slur. Jar Jar Binks coined it. I knew that bitch was evil. I knew that. Jar Jar racist. Misa racist. I fucking knew that bitch was evil. I knew it. Jar Jar Binks. Oh fuck, I forgot that was a meme for a bit, wasn't it? Misa Slow Master. Oh god. No. Misa's jeans are blue. God. I knew Jar Jar Binks was an evil cretin. I knew it. Up! Ah! I fucked up.
Howdy do, boys.
Bye-bye. What did he want to conquer? I think he did want the One Piece though, to be fair. And he wanted to be strong to have a family. He wanted to look after his family. I suppose conquer the fears that his family would face. But he's definitely strong for reasons. Conquer strife. He was also conquering places, mind you. He was like looking after Fishman Island. It's rough to say conquer, but he did claim them to look after them. Fuck, I closed the messenger to send me about this. Oop, I lost it. Bethan, no! What the hell? Guys, that is not what was happening. Oh my god, you're all foul and disgusting. No, I didn't mean it. Okay, there we go. I piss and poo. Celestial dragon roars. I piss and poo, but mostly pay. Yeah. And back to being cozy.
Yeah.
Thank you for the sub. Got your co-worker to start One Piece last fall, and she just finished Dressrosa, pissing yourself with excitement for to start Whole Cake Island soon. I know she's gonna love me, Star Prince. Yeah, Whole Cake Island is continuously, for me, the best arc in One Piece. And just undeniably one of the top arcs in One Piece. Anyone who denies that hates Sanji. Hates Sanji. Also, Rise, I think is how I say your name. The ability to conquer can still be in Whitebeard, even if he doesn't have his own crew. Z? Risey? Yi? Ryi? Yi? Ryi? Sorry. Anyway, the ability to conquer can still be, like, in Whitebeard. He can still have it. Even if he's not a captain. Oh, you meant that as a yes. Z? Zorp? Glip, glip, glop, zorp? Whoop? Blip, burgers binted? A lack of Sanji tax in the rock splashback. Just give it some time. Give it some time. Sanji will be there. Oh, you don't think he had it when he was with rocks? Well then, he didn't have it. I mean, Luffy didn't have conquerors, like, until, like, Sabaody. Zoro didn't have conquerors until, Kaido on the rooftop. No matter what anyone says, he didn't have it until that point. It's clearly something that must, like, be brought out, you know? Duffy didn't have it until he was 10. and tied up to the wall. And he said, I'm gonna make all of you my slaves! So there you go. Ace also didn't have it, I think, until he was 10. Isn't there one example of a character who was born with conquerors? But I can't think of who that was. Because most characters we've seen have developed it. They weren't just born with it, they developed it. And I stand by that. But I swear there was one character who was born with it. Like he had it, or they had it, upon being born? Johnny and Yosuke were born with it. I swear there's one, and I can't remember who that was. They were just born and they had conquerors. Look, we don't really know how it works, but a lot of people say Haki is like genetic stuff. Because I think of something that Rayleigh said, but I still disagree with that. I still think Conquerors is an ability that anyone can get. It's just not everyone can unlock it because not everyone has those ambitions. Do you know? Like, I do think Conquerors is something anyone can get if they have the willpower. Hence why it's called Conquerors. But that's like crazy, you know? Like, a lot of people like really get upset at that idea, but I think that is supposed to be the case. I think it truly is just a showing of someone's own willpower being at the forefront. They're still natural. Take it like this. Take it like athletic ability. You can have natural athletic ability, but you can also train to have athletic ability. You know what I mean? Like, you can be the Michael Phelps of fucking, like, swimming conquerors hockey. But just because you're not born with a Michael Phelps body doesn't mean you still can't be a fantastic Olympic swimmer. You know what I mean? I think that's what it's like. See, I hear that too, that it's something you're born with, but I think it's people interpreting it like that. Because I think it was Rayleigh or something that said, like, Haki can be determined, like, by birth. But it's not confirmed. I think it's how people are interpreting what he said. Hang on. Rayleigh Haki. I swear it was Rayleigh that said something about Haki. So Rayleigh said, this is the power... Sorry, it's got a circle on it. I hate when it has a circle on it. So Rayleigh said, this is the power to overwhelm the color of the Supreme King. Most people who've made a name for themselves in this world possess this power. Though you can control the color of the Supreme King, you can't train it to be stronger directly. It's the embodiment of the spirit of the user. The only way to make it stronger is for the user to grow stronger. I don't think it's ever directly said. Unless you can find me the chapter. I really don't remember it ever being directly said that Conquerors is only, like, genetics. He says it more during the training. Hang on. I'm gonna say One Piece born with Haki and see what it gives me. Yeah, Garp and Marineford said he really was born with it. But this translation does not look official. What chapter was this? Why does no one ever put the chapter of what they're talking about? I feel like that's important, but hey, maybe that's just me. And 519, hang on. This is something to ask Arthur. I bet he'll tell me. He'll get back to me in like 2 business days. And we'll find out. Because the reason I'm asking Arthur is because of course he obviously knows like the rules and what they say. So what he tells me is a lot more, I'll say factual. Like every time I'm reading something and I want to use it in a script, I go to Arthur and I say to him now, is this in the rules? Is this in the originals? Or is this a mistranslation? Hi, Thrash. I'm literally using Oda as my canon. I'm just making Arthur confirm this is the canon. You bum. Because there was another mistranslation out there that made people go askew. Guess which one that was? That was when a Rouge called Zoro first mate. He didn't actually say that. He said Zoro was second to Luffy because of their bounties. But for some reason it was translated as first mate. I don't even think that was officially translated as that. Probably the bad manga translations, I think. I think it was the scanslations. The Haki of the Chosen Ones. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if people in the One Piece world think you have to be born with it, and then we find out actually anyone can have it. You just need the ambition to want it, and to want something that bad to get it. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what I think is happening with Luffy's fruit. I don't think Luffy just got the chosen fruit. I think that Luffy just had the ambition that unlocked that fruit. I think anyone could unlock that fruit. You just need a hell of a fucking willpower to unlock it. I don't think if you eat that fruit, you just get the chosen fruit. I think you also need the willpower. You have to do the work if you want that power. And a goofy soul. Because from what we know, that fruit that Luffy has chooses its user as much as the user chooses the fruit. Because we were told that the fruit was avoiding the world government somehow, which makes it sound like the fruit has a will of its own, does it not? So it sounds like that fruit will want its own host as much as the host wants it. And it'll find someone that it thinks can help it. That's what it sounds like to me. And I think it saw Luffy and went, yeah, I fuck with this kid. I think this kid could do great things with me. But that's what it sounds like to me. If Luffy was the chosen one, he'd eat that fruit and have immediately gotten Gear 5. That's my issue. That's why it's like, this is clearly something that has to be worked up, you know, too. But that's how I interpreted it. That's why when people are going, Luffy's a chosen one, Luffy's a chosen one, and I'm like, he's not the chosen one. He put in the fucking work. He put in the work to unlock this. He wasn't just chosen because he can do this instinctively. He was working his ass off to get this power. Luffy's desire to eat overpowered the Gum-Gum's will. That'd be so funny. I also do like to think of it as anyone can unlock the fruit. They just need the willpower. That's why Luffy is incredible. Because he's forcing a god. He's forcefully becoming his own god. Like, no, he didn't just eat the god fruit. He reached into that fucking thing and turned himself into a god. He said, "Get out! Get out here!" Because he refused to lose. He refused to lose. He refused to sit down. He would always keep standing back up. He forged himself as a god, and I think that's fucking incredible. I was gonna say, because the thing with Luffy is he could have been chosen by the fruit and not unlocked the powers. That's what I think has happened before. I think multiple people have eaten this thing, but they haven't been able to unlock it. I think that's what's going on. I think Joy Boy is just someone who managed to unlock the power of this thing. Do, 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 do. Because if the fruit's awakening were that easy, would Luffy's fruit not be a lot more sought after by the world, not just the world government? Like, the world government clearly know what this thing can do if it's in the right hands, but the world doesn't. So it just seems to me this fruit's been around for a bit. People haven't been able to unlock it apart from maybe one person in history. And Luffy's now the second person in history to unlock it. Because I think the original Nika is not a person. I think they were a story. I don't think we know where Joy Boy was from. Nika, I don't think we know where they were from either. I don't think we know where either Joy Boy or Nika were from. I think. We don't know anything about Nika, by the way. Like the original, nothing. We just know myths. Which is why I don't think they were a person. I think they were a story. I think people thought Joy Boy was from Elbaf because they thought Joy Boy was a giant. But that's been debunked because of Emmet. Because we saw how big Joy Boy is next to Emmet, and Joy Boy is little. Save as. No, it's saved as a square. What the hell? The Netflix remake, please call it the Wit remake. It's the Wit remake, and fuck yes, I'm gonna be watching that. Remember, kids, Netflix are just licensing it. They're not actually making it, and that's a very important difference. That's a very important difference. When Netflix only license things, it basically just means it will only be on their platform. It's what they did with Devilman Crybaby. That's why Devilman Crybaby was so good. Because they didn't touch it. They didn't touch shit. Usually when Netflix make like international like medias, usually made that's like not American, outside of America, they make good shit because they don't touch it. They're just the service that like streams it. Publishing partners. Yeah, so it literally just means that only Netflix will have the Wit remake. And I think Fuji TV as well. I think there were 2 different publishing like companies on it. And I think that was Netflix and Fuji Television or something. One of the big Japanese broadcasting companies. But yeah, Wit are making it. Totally, completely making it. La la! And thank God for that. No, Shueisha just has the rights to One Piece. Shueisha is a publishing house, not a broadcasting company. 2 different things. The reason Shueisha's name is on it is because they own the copyright. So they're the one that you buy One Piece from or get approved, right, to make this content of. At least I don't think Shueisha have a broadcasting company. I'm pretty sure they don't. Look, it's a lot of technical mumbo jumbo. But just know it is a million times better. A million times better than Netflix being the producers. A million times better. I think that's also the reason why Netflix have like good animation as well. Because I don't think they own any animation houses. I think they just license animation. But they don't own the animation houses. And I'm pretty sure the reason I know that is because of Tuca and Bertie moving to Adult Swim. So they were being made separately from Netflix, but Netflix were licensing them. And then when Netflix didn't want to keep them on anymore, they got picked up by Adult Swim. But I don't think they own any animation houses, and I think that's why they blamed animation for making them lose money. Because they couldn't streamline the process, they had to like go through different companies for animation companies. Because I was wondering, some of my two favorite series, BoJack Horseman and Devilman Crybaby, are both under Netflix. And I was like, how can this be when they make slop majority of the time? And then that's when I realized, oh, Devilman Crybaby wasn't actually made by Netflix. They were licensed by Netflix and published by Netflix. And then BoJack Horseman was not only one of the first ever Netflix originals, but it wasn't actually made by Netflix. It was made by its own animation company. But there were a lot less restraints early on, I can say that much. And Cyberpunk Edge Runners is the same. Netflix did not make it. They just licensed it. Because Netflix does have good animations, Big Mouth aside, and maybe one or two other pieces of crap aside. But their animations are some of their best products. And they're not actually the ones making them. Which again is why I think they're blaming animation for making them lose money. Because it's not an in-house production. Oh shit, you've been looking at me this whole time, I'm sorry. We're still on Doffy? It's been like a minute in the video, man. Where's the part where he says to Law, I've seen heaven and hell on earth when I was 10. And it's like, shut up. Shut the fuck up. I think it's chapter 760. God, he's such a loser. Saying that to Law is just unbelievably manipulative to me. God, Duffy's saying to Law, my least favorite thing in the world is being looked down on. He's just such a monster. God, I cannot believe people think he actually cares about people. And he's yelling, I am the noblest blood in the world, a celestial dragon. I possess the rarest of powers, nobility by birth. He's such a fucking loser. How can anyone think he cares about people? And live in this cesspool of a world. Live like a human indeed. What a stupid, stupid man. I just can't believe people think he actually cares about his family. I'll never get over that people genuinely believe that. And they think he's a hypocrite, and it's like, no, he's not a hypocrite, he's just a monster. And he knows he's a monster. Don't start this with me. Doo-doo. He's just such a good character. Like, the fact I even argue with people if he actually cares about his family is proof that he's insanely well written. Because a lot of people want to think, or they think that the point of Doffy is he's a hypocrite. And I just will forever disagree with that. I do not think that's the point of Doffy at all. I don't think he's trying to be noble, but he actually cares about people. I think it's the exact opposite. He is noble and he pretends to care about people for power. I think that's what he's doing. The Flamingo manga page 760. As I keep saying, I do believe that Doffy is supposed to be an example of the horrible, horrible monsters that the Celestial Dragon system creates. Not a showing of, oh, a hypocrite of a guy who wants to own slaves, but he just can't help caring about people. I'm sorry, just saying it sounds fucking insane. Just saying it sounds so wrong. No, he pretends that he wants to own slaves, but he actually cares about people. Are you hearing yourself? There's no fucking way. That's why I really, 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 really like Doflamingo. Because he is a showing of anyone can be caught in a cult. If you're at your lowest, that can happen to anyone. You can be caught in a cult, because so many people think it's about intelligence. That being caught in a cult is about intelligence, and that is not true. You can be the smartest person in the world, but if you have a horrible fucking year of your life, you are susceptible. That's why I like him so much, because he's a showing of that. He's a showing of people can use your vulnerabilities and pretend to care about you to use you. He's an abuser. That's the point. But he does nice things for his crew. Yes, because he wants to fucking use them. We have an example of someone who does nice things for their crew because they actually care about them, and that's Luffy. That's Luffy. Doffy is just doing nice things because he wants to use people. He knows that's like the best way to gain loyalty is to gain trust. Like, he will throw these people aside at a moment's notice if they can't do their jobs, as he has done. He happily let Monet and Virgo die. They said, oh, we're gonna die for you, Doffy. Anyone who f***ed off. That's why I'm like, Doffy can't be a hypocrite. Because he's supposed to be a total opposite to Luffy. That's why he pisses Luffy off so much. I've never seen Luffy hate someone as much as Doffy. Never have I seen Luffy hate someone as much as Doflamingo. Ever. He fucking despised this man. Unbelievably so. And the reason is because Doffy is everything Luffy fucking hates. Using people and their vulnerabilities for his own gain. He was literally not giving any single person on his crew their own willpower, their own want to exist, and their own dreams to achieve. Every single person on Doffy's crew existed for him, for his use, for his ability. Then we look at Luffy and we look at how he treats his crew. He was fucking pissed when Sanji wanted to give himself up for Luffy in Whole Cake Island. Pissed. Pissed. He was pissed when Robin didn't want to live, but it wasn't Robin, say you want to live for me. It was Robin, say you want to live for her life, for her dreams, right? Zoro and Sanji specifically kept what happened in Thriller Bark a secret from Luffy, because they knew that would piss Luffy off. They knew that would piss Luffy off, that they were about to give up their own lives for Luffy. Doflamingo, on the other hand, he's groomed his crew to die at a moment's notice for him. How the fuck is how is that him caring about anyone? I don't like when people say, no, that's Doffy's own form of love, because I don't believe that. I think he knows exactly what he's doing. I do not believe this is Doffy in his mind thinking this is him loving his crew. I don't believe that. I think he knows exactly what this is, and he's using them and pretending to love them. And I'll always believe that. No one will ever convince me that he actually cares about anyone beside himself. Ever. Ever. Because people go, but Treble... Law literally said to Treble, you're the only one who thinks you stand side by side with Doffy. Law said to Treble, what I see is a guy being used by Doflamingo. You're the only one who thinks you stand side by side with Doffy. Not even Doffy believes that. And I'm going to believe Law over Doflamingo. Especially when all throughout Dressrosa, it was unfoiling like Doffy. It was unmasking him to show his true nature. Because when did he ever mention Monet or Virgo? Even when Treble got taken out, he said, you fucking idiot. And he didn't move at all to avenge Treble. He just let him go. He doesn't give a fuck. I can't get over it. I'll never believe he cares about anyone but himself, ever. I'm never going to believe that. You gave this monster power, and I fully believe Doffy knew. Doffy unlocked his Conqueror's Haki at the age of 10 before he even met Treble, because he was so angry that people were looking down on him. It wasn't the torture, guys. It was the fact people were looking down on him that pissed him off, because he's a celestial dragon. He's of noble blood. He had these ideas before Treble. That wasn't Treble that programmed that into him. He had that already. I truly believe he met Treble. He saw that he could get power from Treble, and he used Treble as much as Treble used him. And he knew that. He knew that Treble was using him, but he didn't give a fuck because he was using Treble. And at the end of the day, Treble's the fucking idiot, not him. Because Doffy's the one that got all the benefits from that, not Treble. Like, so many people like, oh, but because he was a kid. Yes, he was a kid, but he was a kid who already wanted power. He was a kid that would already do anything for power. He shot his own fucking dad because he wanted power. That wasn't Treble. That was him. Treble gave him the deal, but he's the one that took it. He was a kid saying, where are my slaves? Like, no, I'm not giving him any fucking benefit of loving anybody. Anyway, Doffy he's evil. And again, one of the biggest scenes to show Doffy knows exactly what he's doing and he knows he's a monster is when Doffy said to Law, oh, think of all the lives you could have saved if you got that message to the Marines, all the tragedies that wouldn't have occurred that day. And when Law said to Doffy, so you admit their tragedies. Even you admit their tragedies, i.e. Law is saying to Doffy, so you know what you're doing is fucking monstrous. You know what you're doing is horrific, and you're doing it anyway, because there's a showing in that interaction that Doffy is fully aware that he is this bad. He's fully aware that what he's doing is horrific, and he doesn't care because he wants power. He's not got a cesspool. It's just that simple. It's that simple. And that's why he's a good villain. So many people think he's 2D if he doesn't actually love his crew, and I totally disagree. I think he's a fantastic villain if he doesn't love his crew. I think you actually get more taken away if he actually loved his crew. It's that shrimple. Shrimp flamingo. Again, I have to make a video on this because I really didn't know people thought this of Doflamingo. And I need to really go deep into that and clarify, nah, this is why this guy is fucking horrible. Exactly! Kaido's the person they think Doffy is. I'm writing that down. Thank you. Hang on, I'm calling this Doffy doesn't care about anyone but himself. People think Doffy is what Kaido actually is, i.e. having to prove your worth to the family, to the crew, but actually being cared for in Kaido's own fucked up version of love. That's exactly it. Thank you for saying that, actually. I didn't even like think about that. But you're so right. They think Doffy is what Kaido is, where you have to, in Kaido's crew, prove your strength. But once you've proved your strength, right, Kaido will look after you. Now, is that love? I don't think that's love, but I do think Kaido believes that's what love is. And the reason I think Kaido believes that's what love is because that's where he grew up and that's how he grew up. That power is everything, right? So, you look at Kaido and you look at Doffy and you see one of them is not giving their crew any kind of proper love or worth. They're just using their crew in every single way. Kaido, on the other hand, I look at Kaido and I see a man who clearly cares for these members. Jack, for example. I remember when Jack lost to the Minx, I thought, oh, that's it. Kaido's gonna throw him out, right? But he didn't. When Jack lost to the Minx, Kaido said, I can't stand by and watch this anymore. And he said, Jack, you fought honorably. You fought nobly. It's not your fault. They were just stronger than you. And I was shocked. I was shocked because that was a showing of no, Kaido does care about these people. It's in a fucked up way, but he definitely does see his crew with a semblance of his own version of love. And that's one of the reasons why I like Kaido so much, because he's a lot better written than people give him credit for. Meanwhile, when Doffy brings kids in, right? Again, he quite literally grooms these children to die for him. Kaido is not grooming his crew to die for him. What he will say is, if you don't join me, like, then I'll just kill you. But the way Kaido sees it is that's merciful. He's saying, I am seeing your potential. You can join my crew and then you can work up the ranks, right? But he doesn't adopt children and just go, yeah, I'm just going to groom you for you to have to die for me. Like, he doesn't want his crew to die for him either. As we saw with Jack, he didn't want Jack to die. Because one of the weirdest things that I remember, again, what's her name? Griola or something? What's the girl's name from Doffy's crew? The older woman's name? Started with a G and with an R. Her. I just remember when she got in the way of Doffy's plans. And she said to Law, you know if you don't let me go, I'm just going to kill myself. You know exactly what kind of crew this is. Giola, thank you. She said, you know exactly what type of crew we are. And Doffy said, yeah, that's right. As in, if any of us get in the way of Doffy or Doffy's plans, we'll just kill ourselves. How fucked up is that? No one on Kaido's crew said that. No one on Kaido's crew thinks like that. Because so many people are like, but why did Doffy get, like, upset at, like, Law holding Giola hostage? And it's like, because Giola is valuable. He'd already lost, like, 2 crewmates. And by crewmates, I mean tools. He's already got Dressrosa declining. Giola was important for the war that he wanted to win. Not because he actually cared about her. And again, it's proved time and time again, that's how Doffy thinks. He doesn't actually care about them as people. He just uses them. Again, I'm going to believe Law over anything Doffy says. Because Law was the one who was part of that family and heard Doffy saying, I need to raise Law to die for me. If he has a power that's useful to me, I need to raise him to die for me. Because anyone think that it's like weird that the kids Doffy took in both had devil fruits and one of them was half fishman, and fishmen are stronger than fucking people? Every single person Doffy surrounds himself with is useful to him specifically. He raises them to die for him. Anyway, Doffy is an absolute monster and I love him for that. Where's his speech to Luffy? Fuck, that's one of my favorite pages of all time. Luffy manga page. Oh god, this is so... See, this is why Luffy's getting so fucking angry. Because he was watching Bellamy be used. He was watching Doflamingo not care about Bellamy. But Bellamy had to prove himself for Doffy to care about him. And this is why Luffy gets so fucking mad. Because he can see through Doffy's facade. He can see that Doffy is a horrendous man who is using people's affection. He's just so fucking angry. I've never seen Luffy ever hate someone this much. Like, look at this. This is why. It's why Luffy hates him so much. Because he knows that Doffy doesn't actually care about anybody. Like, how would that not enrage Luffy when Luffy cares about people so much? Here it is. Fuck, this is such a good speech. This is one of my absolute favorite things ever in One Piece. Like, this is top 10 quotes. You try to trap everything within your own hands so that you can control everyone. And it's suffocating me. Ah! Fuck, that is such a good line. That's like top 3. This is like top 3 for me. Like, just such a good line. And it's suffocating me. Fuck, that is such a powerful line. Roar! Roar! And then Doffy says, blame your blood. You were born to be human refuse and helpless puppets. I'm not like you humans. Oh, God, it's so good. And then Doffy uses spider web. Ah! Fuck, I love One Piece. Peek, peek, peek. Doflamingo said I was valuable. Because even when, like, people say, oh, Senor Pink is so sad, then it's like, I don't think he's as sad as people say he is. Because a lot of what he was doing was his own doing. But at the same time, the reason, like, Senor Pink's story is upsetting is because of the hold Doffy had on him. He couldn't even leave Doffy to be with the woman he loved. That's the sad part. That even he was trapped by Doffy's fucking cult mentality. No matter what, he had to put Doffy above anybody. That's a cult. That's literally a cult. Hang on, I've put the wrong thing down. The reason I don't feel that sad about Senor Pink is because it was literally his own doing. I remember people were telling me, oh, this is so sad, this is so sad. And I'm like, this is just a man who lied to a woman and is now facing the consequences of his own actions. And again, the reason it is sad is because he was trapped by Doflamingo and he couldn't even be with the woman he loved because he had to put Doffy above her. But people don't even use that when they talk about, like, Senor Pink. They just say, oh, so sad. Look what happened to the woman he loved. And I'm like, but he's the reason she ended up like that. You know that, right? Like, she's the reason that happened to her. I don't know, I see a man causing actions and then having consequences and then suffering from those consequences of his own actions. And then I'm like, am I meant to think this is sad? Like, I simply just wouldn't have lied to the love of my life, I guess, but okay. Oh my god, I can't do it. But I'm saying in this moment, that sure sounds like a celestial dragon. I'm nearly this tempted to put in my jeans are blue. But I can't because that will derail the video. Oh god. No, I can't, you don't understand. There'll be people in the comments that'll like not pay attention to what I said because of that. I can't, guys. I know what's gonna happen if I do that. Guys, I can't. It's going to totally derail the comments. Like, I know it's going to. We can keep it an inside joke between us. My jeans are blue. Oh, Doffy would do that ad. Hang on, wait. I just saw another, Hang on, wait, I'm gonna get the page up. The fact that you miserable brats thought for even an instant that you could actually beat me is the highest disgrace. Understand this, I am of the noblest blood in the world, a celestial dragon. I possess the rarest of powers, nobility by birth. Genes often determine factors like nobility, celestial dragon heritage, and power. My jeans are blue. Oh, please. Maybe look. Look, maybe I'll mention that in a short. QB! Mel, I don't know if you know this, most royal families in history were inbred, so it's very possible that Shanks is inbred. Oh no, I literally made a short about that. I made a short and a TikTok about that. I literally said, now that we know for a fact that Shamrock is a saint, guess what? That means Shanks is quite possibly inbred. Let's fucking go, boys. Let's go! I literally say in that short, there were only like 20 families 800 years ago that got cut to 19 families. For 800 years, those 19 families have been mingling with each other for 800 years. There's absolutely no way that, like, they aren't inbred. There's just no way. Ba, 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 ba. I did get my new mic. I just have been too busy to make shorts, Saj. Oh, sorry, it's me again. Damn it, there was something I wanted to use. The green goblin mask on my fucking shoulder saying my jeans are blue is really bad. I'm looking at this like, do it. I can't. Fuck! Oh, look, I'm just gonna see what it looks like, okay? I'm just gonna see what it looks like. Oops. The reason I'm talking about Doffy so much is because I'm saying that Doffy and Kuma's introduction now is actually crazy. The side by side is insane. The fact they got introduced alongside each other, they were literally the opposites in every single way. Okay, I don't have to cut out this top part. Whoops, my bad. I forget it does that. Biggest rage baiter in One Piece. Bartolomeo is pretty high up there. He's a really good rage baiter, I'll give him that. He like pissed in a stadium. That's like incredible to me. Why can't I find the original ad? Oh, there it is.
Sydney Swing.
I think Sanji's a really good rage baiter because he was rage baiting at the Baratier every day. He was really good at rage baiting full body. And he even said, I would just like pick fights. I was a brat at the Baratier. My jeans are blue. This is not good, but it's funny. Fuck. It's so fast. She just says my jeans are blue. With this fucking... Oh god. Ah! Fine! Oh my god, I'll do it! But if this video like derails in the comments because of this fucking part, you all have to like send me tips. You have to send me tips. You have to tip the video and be like, wow, great video about Kuma. Nothing else happened in the video. I'm not like you humans. Oh god. Maybe it's not gonna happen, but I have hope people who don't understand why that ad is so fucking weird will hopefully see this and be like, oh. Wait. Maybe that is the point. You know what I mean? Like, it won't happen because people don't want to believe it, but here's hope that this side by side is of Doffy being like, oh, I'm nobility. I was born better than you. And then my jeans are blue is what people go, oh. Is what made people go, wait, is that is probably why it's weird. Oh god. Oh my god. You guys are such bad influences. Danny, just look up Sydney Sweetie jeans ad, American Eagle jeans ad. And you'll find it. It's like incredibly tone deaf, but like on purpose. I truly believe it's on purpose to be tone deaf. It's such a dog whistle. It's such a dog whistle. Also, when I was looking it up, I was getting titles like crazy woke mob cancelling Sydney Sweetie. Why are we always called crazed? Why are we always called crazed and crazy? Right? Why are we the ones called crazy when we are the ones saying this feels like Nazi shit? You'd call Nazis crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think people saying this feels a bit Nazi-ish are the crazy ones, but hey, maybe I'm just woke. Maybe I'm of the crazed woke mob. Because my friend also brought up a point where it's like, she said even if they didn't intend it, which by the way, there's no way they didn't intend it, because all you gotta do is do a background check on these people, and especially on the fucking, actor herself, and it's like, ah, this is on purpose. But, she even said even if it wasn't on purpose, it's still making us talk about it. As in, people are still seeing this in it. So even if it's not on purpose, this is still something that we can see, and that's still not good. Like, you know what I mean? And I agree with her. Like, even if it's not on purpose, it's still bad that it's that tone deaf. Do do do. Do 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 do. It makes it so much worse. Literally all it took me was a single background check to be like, oh, she's a MAGA conservative. That was easy. Like, it took me seconds to find that. Who would have conquerors, Haki? Michael Jackson. I was thinking about Michael Jackson like 3 days ago and how fucking insane his aura was. Also, Danny, it did go through PR. They wanted this. Like, Danny, this is not an accident. That's the issue. It's clearly not an accident. And Brittany, my friend Brittany also, so I'll get back to Michael Jackson, but my friend Brittany also said, and you're making an ad like that now when conservatism, like hyper extreme conservatism and neo-Nazis are starting to be proud again. Like, it's not subtle. That's a fucking dog whistle. That's a dog whistle, baby. That's exactly what a dog whistle is. Anyway, sorry, let's go back to Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson definitely had conquerors, Haki. I was watching his like concert videos because I was just intrigued. He would literally just stand there, and people would pass out. He wouldn't even move, and then he'd like twitch a finger, and then more people would pass out. That is conquerors, Haki. No matter what you say. I've never seen anyone with that much aura before. I don't think we're ever going to get another Michael Jackson. I also found out that, and again, I don't know the guy personally, but I found out every, like, criminal charge against Michael Jackson, the people that, like, charged him, like, the witnesses, came out, like, years later saying, no, I made that shit up. The fuck? And it's like, I don't like to assume anything because I don't know celebrities and you don't know celebrities, which is why when allegations come out about celebrities, I just sit back. I just sit back unless there's like undeniable evidence about this shit. Because I don't know these people and you don't know these people, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't have any personal say on it because I don't know them personally. But when it's like that and they're like, no, I made that up because I wanted money, I'm like, ah. So he was targeted. He just had he had that much aura, he had to be targeted. Insane work. But see, Rashana's, those are the allegations I'm talking about. If you look up the court records and then you look up the witnesses that were on file talking about it, they admitted they made that shit up years later. Because I thought it was the same thing as you. And then I was like, what the hell? But at the same time, again, I don't know him. I don't know these people personally, so I don't really know. All I know is that man had aura. That man had insane aura. That was Can't Stop Till You Get Enough. It was always the parents. Exactly, Mama Mad Dog. That's what I was looking at. And I was like, what the hell? And this is why, like, checking this stuff is important. But even, like, that's the other thing. The children whose parents said something. Because here's the thing. I can understand if a parent said something because a child doesn't have much power. However, if the parent says something and then the child years later is now an adult and says, by the way, my parents told me to say that actually. Like, I made that up. My parents told me to make that up. That's all you need. That's all you need to go, ah, never mind. Anyway, background checks are important, guys. Always look this shit up. The reason I'm saying all this is because he had aura. Michael Jackson had aura. You guys, if you've never seen it, you gotta look up his concert videos. People are just passing out. In fact, maybe I can like find one. This is incredible to me. This isn't the whole video and that really pisses me off. But what you need to know is he like rose up on the stage, right? And this is what happened when he just rose up on the stage by a platform. That's Haki! That's Haki! This is Buggy's crew. Ow! And then he takes off his glasses! Oh. Let's fucking go! Oh. Ow! That's fucking aura! I've never seen anything like it. Now that's Haki. That's Conqueror's Haki. That's Buggy. That's exactly how Buggy's crew treats him. Buggy might be Michael Jackson. Oh, no one's ever going to be that famous again. I'm pretty sure of that. I mean, he wasn't farming aura, he just has it. Farming aura indicates that he was like actively trying to like, you know, get that aura. He just has it, man. He's just standing there. Like, it's not even aura farming. My jeans are blow. But yeah, I was watching like his concert videos like that and I was cracking up. Just when he goes, and they all go, ah! It's just incredible. Oda has made a character based on Michael Jackson. Django. Django was Michael Jackson. He even moonwalked. Jamon! Duffy and Jude's Lonely Pumpkin, don't do it! Don't do it! Oh my god, don't do it. God. Oh, auto response. Okay. The artist said to me, I could be misremembering something. I don't recall Haki ever being considered genetic or inheritable. The only thing that I can recall close to it is Ivankov saying that he wasn't surprised Luffy had conquerors when he's basically Dragon's son, which basically made it almost certain Dragon has conquerors too. I feel that's mostly out of expecting Luffy to be someone great for being his child rather than it being inherently genetic, considering it has been described as something tied with ambition. That's exactly what I was saying. And I'm saying, see, I thought the same thing, but there's a panel of Garp saying Luffy was born... See, I thought this was a misconception as well. I also thought this was a misconception, which is why I'm like, I actually don't remember everyone really saying it. Yes, this is what I mean. I do think anyone can use conquerors. No, Boa didn't say that. We found out that was someone from the Amazon Lily crowd that said that. Boa didn't say that. Boa just said he has it too. Do. I disagree. I think guts and determination is something you can learn. And that's what a lot of One Piece is about. Finding that thing that will give you that ambition. I do think it's something that you can learn. And I think that's something Sanji is going to learn, personally. I think it's the opposite, actually. I don't think you're actually born with guts. I think you were, like, given... Like, you are given an ambition that you want to follow. Like, you find an ambition you want to follow, and that's what gives you your guts and your determination and your willpower. Go up, born with it. Fuck, I gotta find the chapter. I'm just saying, show me the gut panel. See you, Danny. But yeah, that's what I thought Conquerors was. I was like, I really don't remember anyone specifically saying you have to be born with it. If anything, I only remember it being told that it's about willpower and ambition, and those are things that you can gain and train. But it takes a hell of a lot of fucking ambition. And of course, not everyone can achieve that, because not everyone will have that type of ambition. But I really don't think that's what you're born with. I don't think you're born with that type of ambition. You can just develop ambition for something that you want, you know? Because again, I think that's what happened to Sanji. Same with Zoro. I don't think Zoro was really born with that ambition either. I agree with you, QB. It's why I really don't like it being genetic. And every time someone uses conquerors, they say, so you have, like, this ambition. Like Kaido said to Zoro, so you have, like the conqueror, like a conqueror's will. And Zoro said, fucking what? And then King said, so you have kingly ambitions. And Zoro said, what? Huh? Huh? Because he doesn't fucking know what that is. But, that to me just says this is something that someone can gain. If they have ambition and willpower that strong, you can unlock this. It's just not everyone's going to have ambitions that powerful. Fuck, I sure don't. And I really don't think you're born with that kind of ambition. I think it's something that you gain. Oh fuck, Nintendo Direct. Where do they first say Kuma's a buccaneer? When is Kuma first called a buccaneer? Fuck, it's in chapter 233. It's when he's introduced? Really? No, it's not. They lied to me. No, it's not. I was lied to by Big Google. No. Nowhere in these panels does it say he's a buccaneer. Bartholomew Kuma is first identified as a buccaneer in chapter 233. Am I not reading right? Hang on, what do the elders say? He is fucking not introduced as a buccaneer in chapter 233. It was in Egghead. $10.95. Okay, thank you. Sorry, I was just reading over the chapters, getting mad because I was lied to. There it is. That's where it's revealed. Yes, Saturn says it. Saturn says it. I'm not debating conquerors about like strength. I'm debating about how you can get it. Because a lot of people think you can get conquerors through only genetics or mainly genetics, and I just really don't think that's the case. Arthur is on a mission. I've sent him the panel. No doubt he's searching for it. I'm imagining him like over his keyboard now. You know what I mean? He's really looking. I left it there! Find it! No, you can tell me about the Direct. Sorry, I don't tend to watch the Nintendo Directs. I just find out what happened afterwards because I'm impatient. And if I watch the Nintendo Direct, I'd be like, get on with it! Get on with it! So I just wait. Arta has explained what Garp said about so he was born with it. Arta said, well, very literally you could translate this as, I'm not surprised you were born with it. The term, Japanese kanji that he sent me, means something that is an innate talent of someone, something that they truly shine on their own. And while you could argue that this implies some sort of genetic connection, to me it sounds more like chalking it up to destiny, that he understood Luffy's ambition so well that he always figured Luffy was likely to develop it. I definitely wouldn't take it as any hard confirmation of it being genetic or inheritable though. Otherwise, imagine every one of Big Mom's kids having conquerors. Now I'm telling them, but now they're saying Boa and the Kuja tribe said something about it. Said something about being born with it when Luffy fought the Boa sisters. I mean, as Artis said, Garp assumed that Luffy would develop it because Luffy always had the ambition. Not that, yes, my son, you were born with the family cock! Like, that's not what he was doing. At least, no, that's what I think is happening. Arta has added on, closest thing as I mentioned was Ivankov saying, I guess blood runs thick, Hard Dragon. But again, I feel this is just him comparing the two more than straight up saying it's genetic. Finally a cock like Rogers! See, that makes me feel better because I always thought that you have to, like, it's part of genetics. I fucking always thought that was bullshit. And I always thought, I feel like there's mistranslations happening here. Because it doesn't sound like something Oda would do, does it? Money, Saturn, I mean, if that were the case, as Artis said, tons of Big Mom's kids would have conquerors. Tons of them! Not just like one, I think? Hang on. Sorry, he keeps abbreviating it to cock with a K at the end. And I just said, stop calling it that! God. Oh, we know Conquerors take skill because, Luffy had to train with it. Like, Rayleigh has a whole monologue about it. And Rayleigh's whole monologue is basically, you gotta know how to use it. You can't just have it. Which is exactly what Gaban as well said to Zoro and Elbaf. He was like, the only way you can use it is by knowing about it. And, like, training it. What the fuck are you doing? Yep, so no one in the Kuja tribe and Boa, no one says it. They just say it's rare. They just say it's rare and that Hancock has it. There's, from what I can tell, there's absolutely nothing that says anything about Conquerors being genetic. This is just a fandom belief and mistranslations, which I really thought was the case, and I'm glad to know that's been confirmed. Hero! Oh my god, what are you doing here? They do bring up that only 1 in several million people have it. That's true. But again, that has nothing to do with genetics. Clicking your heels. Monsieur Flamingo, is your favorite character in Whole Cake Island Smoothie? It has to be. I can't think of any other character that you liked in Whole Cake Island. Preposterous. Alright, nice to know that was confirmed. So now when people fucking bring that up, I can say, actually, there's nothing that indicates that it's genetic. That's just headcanon and mistranslation. Important character. Yeah, I guess you can call him that. Sorry, Arta has now said, basically agreeing it's not something, something like that I like as well is that it's not a you get randomly chosen by fate, but it's naturally developed by those who have more ambition than almost anyone else in the world to accomplish something. And then he said, well, that or be Eustace Kid. And I said, hey, Kid has ambitions, they're just vengeful. He hates Shanks so much that he got conquerors. That's what I want to believe. Kid fucking hates Shanks so much that he developed conquerors, Haki. Yeah, Captain Useless Mid has conquerors. I do wonder if Law's going to develop it. I feel like now that Law has a dream, he very much could develop it. Haki is so awful, it's just spite. I truly believe that. Where does Shanks' conquerors come from? The ambition to just live a chill life with Buggy. He's like, when this is all over, I can just chill the fuck out with Buggy. That's his ambition. Law was confirmed. Oh fuck, he's lying to me. You fucking. Are you watching the stream, Arta? Are you lying to me? Fuck. I nearly jumped out of my chair. I genuinely nearly jumped out of my chair. I don't actually know if he's watching. It's just incredibly coincidental that I mentioned Law. No, I'm mean to Arthur as well. I'm mean to everyone. He ended it with thank you for calling One Piece support, and I said I'm rating you 2 out of 5 and complaining to your manager. I'm mean to everyone. If you know more about me than I like about One Piece, I'm gonna be meaner to you. I have to gaslight you into thinking actually I know more than you. I don't actually do that, but I do bully people. Oops. Goofy was a Sanji believer before I met him. The reason he wanted to do a collaboration with me the first time with Sanji is because he likes Sanji. But from what I remember, he was like, I can't properly put into words why Sanji is like that good. But you can. He was using me to spread the Sanji agenda. It's the other way around. He wanted me to be his preacher. Okay, he's fucking with me. He's fucking with me. Yeah, he had me on his tier list. And I asked him what the fuck is that, but I think he's gone to bed. That bastard. I'd use Chopper to get to Sanji. It's not wrong. It's not wrong. There are a few Aussie One Piece fanatic girls out there. I am not the only one. The fact he didn't even tell me he did that is what's devious. Like, he didn't even say anything to me about it. I think he's scared I'm going to beat him up. So he's trying to make it fly under the radar. Yeah, Sanji would be in the top tier. Sanji does take good care of Chopper. Like, it's been proven that he does take good care of Chopper. I don't have to make this move much because people just have to read the panel. I have to get the Kuma panel where he's a slave to the Celestials. I hate that panel. I hate that panel. I hate that panel. It disgusts me. Straw Hats 908. Dum dum bum. Nine oh eight, 908, 908, 908. It was really great talking to Drork and Mama Drork. I hope I can do something else with them. I mean, I will. I'm going to be on their Whole Cake Island talk as well, but that's going to be in a year. Rain Dragon, Goofy and I want to do a podcast, but we just haven't had the time because it's been a hell of a year for both of us. But we both really want to. But once I've found the new place to live and I've settled, I think that's when I can start actually doing more stuff. Kuma manga page 908. Goofy and I have great chemistry because, he's just the guy that I bully. Because he says something and I'll be like, no, you idiot! And that makes great chemistry. Hey, Kason. Nintendo Direct not worse? Was there nothing exciting that was announced? Or was it stuff we already knew? Favorite person to collab with? I mean, I've only collabed with Goofy and Drorkshow and Mama Drork. I liked collabing with both of them because they, like, it's... Okay, let me say it like this. When I collab with Goofy, Goofy allows me to just talk. And I'm not saying, oh, I love hearing my own voice, but Goofy will ask me questions. Oh, I'm back, just watching Nintendo Direct. And honestly, most games are missing that style that makes them charming, kind of like One Piece. Its style is so fun compared to all the other styles. Oh, really? Oh no, one of my favorite things about Nintendo games are their style. Sorry, anyway, as I was saying, Goofy lets me talk, and I'm not saying, like, I like hearing the sound of my own voice, because I don't. It's just Goofy will ask me things, and then I can just gush about what I like about One Piece, right? In, like, an insane way. And I really just like talking about what I like, you know? But Drork and Mama Drork, talking with them as a conversation. Like, I love hearing their own ideas of like different characters and different arcs. And I love hearing their own theories as well. Like, when I talk to Drork and Mama Drork, I get a new perspective on things. Sometimes I don't see that shit, right? But when I talk to Goofy, it's mostly just I get to gush about how much I love this shit. I'm not saying Goofy doesn't offer insight, he does. But I'm sure he would also say that I tend to be the noticer between us. Another super chat. Why did that one not pop up for me? The partner games, not Nintendo themselves. Sorry. Oh, that's okay. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Ow! Oh, I just hurt my thumb. Also, which opening is my favorite? Itchney Sunshine Here we go! That's the best opening. Hello. It's just a it's just so cool. Mama has insane theories. And the craziest part of her theories is like a good 80% of the time she gets it right, and that's what's insane. Which is why when it comes to her Odin theory, I'm like, that one sounds a little too out there, but I will be clapping and standing, like standing ovation if she's correct about that one. Croco Mom is a ridiculous... Croco Mom's like mainly a joke, is it not? Does anyone actually believe that? I thought that was just a joke. I have not seen the new Gumball. I haven't actually watched a lot of the original Gumball. I've watched episodes, but I didn't watch a lot of it. Very stupid thing I keep thinking about. Why haven't you worked I assume, with someone like... Why haven't you worked something? Are you saying, why haven't you worked on something with Grand Line Reviews? Because, well, you both seem chaotic enough. I fuck with Grand Line Reviews. We DM, not a lot, but sometimes, but, he's messaged me before and he's told me he likes my work, and I fuck with his work as well. Even if I don't agree with everything he says, of course, but he also doesn't agree with everything I say, and that's just healthy, you know? I wouldn't know what to collaborate on with him, honestly. I feel like our content is just so different that I wouldn't really know how to collaborate with him. A debate show. No, No, but he's very nice. I remember when I was in the Reverie and I was talking about Usopp, I remember he messaged me and said, I agree with you about Usopp, by the way. He was like watching on the back lines and then he messaged me and said, I agree with you about Usopp. And I was like, thank you, King. But I also get nervous collaborating with people. That's why I've only collaborated with 2 people so far. The Odin theory is Yamato is going to appear with an eye patch and sail as, like, Odin. I don't know the whole thing. But it was basically Mama Jork is thinking Yamato as Odin is also going to be, like, Nordic myth Odin as well. And like I said, if she's right about that, I'm standing up and I'm clapping. But Mama Jork's comment section is no one was hype about Howard and Rock's clash. I literally said to them while they were streaming, I was like, guys, you gotta look at the clash and go, what? It's just insane. I don't know. I don't understand. You look at my content and Jork and Mama Jork's content and you look at our usual chapter reactions. Why would you think we'd be excited about a clash? I just don't understand that. And it's like, I'm gonna go like, yeah, that's cool art. But story-wise and character-wise, that doesn't really do it for me. I'm just gonna be like, that's epic. That's really epic, you know? But I'm not gonna be like, whoa, this has really thrown my perspective of Harold awry. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't do anything for me in that regard. Shanks mentioned Buggy in a sentence, and Shanks said, I just wanted to live a carefree life with Buggy, and I went fucking nuts. And those same people couldn't understand why that made me crazy. So, we're just on different ends. We were excited about Rox and Imu. Right? Like, we were excited about that, but tons of people were definitely going crazy about the Rox and Harold clash. They were, and I know they were. Because I saw it. They were talking about it took out people in a 5-kilometer radius or whatever the hell. Alright, I'm done editing for today. I got to 6 minutes. I'm happy with that. I want to play some Rivals. I want to play some Rivals until I drop. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to end the stream, and I'm going to be back, and I'm going to play some games. And you guys are free to keep talking to me. I'm not playing competitive, by the way. I'm only playing quick play. Ugh. Let me get my box. Alright, thank you everyone. I super duper weeper appreciate it as always. Thank you for the support as well, for the tips and the subs and everything. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you guys in about let's say 20 minutes, and I'll play some rivals. Okay? Okay. See you soon. See you soon. See you soon. See you soon. See you soon.